All right, so I did this video 2 years ago in NBA 2K19, but I wanted to do an updated version for 2K21 and the 2021 NBA season. We're putting the 10 greatest players in NBA history on the 10 worst current NBA teams. Except I've taken Golden State out because the only reason they did so bad was because of injuries. Starting off, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Since they had the lowest seed, they got the best player, which is Michael Jordan. We got Magic Johnson on the Timberwolves. We got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the Pistons. Kobe Bryant is on the Atlanta Hawks. Bill Russell is on the Chicago Bulls. Tim Duncan is on the Washington Wizards. Shaq is on the Charlotte Hornets. Wilt is on the New Orleans Pelicans. And lastly, we got Hakeem on the Sacramento Kings. I was either going to put Oscar Robertson or Hakeem on the Kings. It was kind of between the two for like the 10th best player. Oscar did play on the Kings, so it would have been cool for him to go back. But with De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield having two guards on the team already, I thought Hakeem would be a much nicer fit. And then they can also move Marvin Bagley down to power forward. And I wonder what that actually does. Okay, Marvin Bagley actually goes up to an 84. So we're going to do that for the Kings. But nobody ending up on a team that they played for in real life, which is pretty interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see how these bottom teams do, if they'll actually be able to compete with the best teams this season. Let's just get through the season and see what happens. All right, we made it to the All-Star Draft, and we got different captains. Usually it is LeBron and Giannis, but we got Magic Johnson and Larry Bird as our two captains. Starting off on Team Magic, our starters is mostly our all-time players. We got Magic, Michael Jordan, Kawhi, Tim Duncan, and Wilt. Shaq and Bill Russell are going to be on the bench from our all-time players we added. And then Team Larry Bird, surprisingly, Luka Doncic ends up making it as a starter. Out of all the current players, Luka, Kawhi, the only two to start, and LeBron James. And then we got Kobe, Larry, and Kareem on that team as well. Hakeem on the bench. Somehow, when we added the 10 greatest players in NBA history to the NBA, Luka Doncic still comes out with MVP. I mean, the stats 2K gives them every year are ridiculous. A 35, almost 36-point triple-double average on the entire season. It's just insane. I mean, according to 2K, Luka's going to be the greatest player in NBA history. I don't know, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Dylan Windler gets Rookie of the Year. DeMarcus Cousins with the sixth man there on the Hornets. So they had Shaq starting and then picked up Boogie as a sixth man. Bill Russell going to get Defensive Player of the Year. And then Alvin Gentry of the Pelicans going to get Coach of the Year. Of course, Wilt Chamberlain went to the Pelicans. The Pelicans are already a pretty good team. And adding Wilt, I mean, they get 64 wins on the season. On our All-NBA first team, we got Luka, Steph, Giannis, Larry, and Bam. So only one of the all-time players making the first team. Somehow, Michael Jordan doesn't make it there, but he is on the second team with Harden, LeBron, Tim, and Joel. And on our third team, we got Magic, Lillard, AD, Kawhi, and Kareem. Here's our all-defensive first team and our all-defensive second team. All right, so let's come over here to the standings and see how many of our worst teams end up making playoffs. So we got the Milwaukee Bucks. They're still going to be up on top. Of course, they didn't get anybody. We have the Hornets, who picked up Shaq. They make playoffs. We got the Bulls, who got Bill Russell. Nets didn't pick up anybody. The Cavs picked up Michael Jordan. The Hawks picked up Kobe Bryant. The Raptors didn't get anybody. And then the Wizards got Tim Duncan. And then the Celtics also making it, who didn't pick up any players. And some teams that still didn't make playoffs despite getting one of the greatest players of all time. We got the Knicks, who had Larry Bird. The Pistons, who had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't know how either of them didn't make it. I mean, this Pistons team is not bad now. D-Rose still going to be on the team. And then you got Kareem. And for some reason, Blake Griffin is actually the sixth man. Christian Wood starting over him. I mean, I got no control over that. That was all the CPU. Coming over to the West, of course, we got the Pelicans as the top seed with Wilt Chamberlain. We had Hakeem and the Kings do very well. Mavericks didn't get anybody. Warriors didn't get anybody. I see, if we gave the Warriors somebody, they would have been the best team, because they 47 wins without adding a greatest player is crazy. And then did anybody else get? Okay, the Timberwolves got a player in the West. There was a lot more East than West players. The Timberwolves got Magic Johnson, but just barely missed out on playoffs. Like, how do they not make playoffs? They got D'Angelo Russell, Magic Johnson, and Karl Anthony Towns. Like, what went on right there? 41 wins, Grizzlies and Nuggets making it in over them. And then, yeah, no other teams that we had made playoffs. The Utah Jazz doing very, very bad here. All right, last thing we'll come over to do is check out the season stats. Luka lead for points per game. Zach LaVine got up here, and then Larry Bird for one of our all-time players. Rebounds per game went to Kareem. We also had Bill Russell up there. Assists per game was Magic Johnson beating out LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Steals, we had Michael Jordan and Larry Bird up there. Blocks, Bill Russell, Hakeem, Kareem, Tim Duncan, going to be the top 4. Field goal percentage, we had Zion, Shaq up there as well. 3-point percentage, Larry Bird is going to be second in the league for 3-point percentage. And also Kobe Bryant there as well. But let's hop into the playoffs here and see if any of these all-time players can win the championship. So let's just simulate through the first round. Okay, so starting off, let's check out the West first. So we got the Pelicans, again, with Wilt Chamberlain, the Lakers, who didn't pick up anybody, and then the Mavericks and Denver, who didn't pick up anybody, and the Sacramento Kings, who picked up Hakeem Olajuwon, got upset by the Denver Nuggets in the first round. Over in the East, the Bucks beat Washington, so Giannis gonna beat Tim Duncan. The Cavs with a big upset, of course, the Cavs with Michael Jordan, they beat the Nets. The Hawks with the upset over the Bulls, so Kobe Bryant going big for the Hawks, gonna defeat Bill Russell. And then the Raptors with the upset over the Hornets, so Shaq is gonna get eliminated. And let's simulate through another round. And we actually have 2 teams with our all-time players. We've got the New Orleans Pelicans and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs with a huge upset over the Bucks. Michael Jordan looking like he might make the NBA Finals. It would have been sick to see Kobe versus MJ in the conference finals. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And then the Dallas Mavericks still in this thing. Let's see which 2 teams are going to make the NBA Finals. Will it be our all-time players? Michael Jordan gonna sweep the Raptors, and there we go, Pelicans with Wilt. So we got 2 of our worst teams making the NBA Finals. Let's see who's gonna win this thing, Wilt Chamberlain or Michael Jordan. Starting off here with a game number 1, that is going to go to MJ. MJ taking a 2-0 lead. It's a 3-0 lead. And in game 4, the Cavs are up by 5 points with 1 minute left in the game. And I think if the Cavs looking like they're going to win here, I think this would make Michael Jordan the GOAT to come in today's NBA, take the worst team in the NBA, and bring them a ring. MJ averaged 33.3 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, and 7.8 assists throughout the finals there. He shot awful from 3, though. 28.6% is pretty embarrassing. But, I mean, he got it done. He got the championship, adding number 7 to the table. And that was probably the hardest championship he could have ever won, to take that awful Cavs team in today's NBA with the 10 greatest players playing as well. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a